Welcome to the DickeyDines Show.
God, it smells like Danny DeVito's underboob.
What's up, everybody? Welcome to podcast number 5, 6? I went 5 or 6. 6? Damn, we've been doing this for 6 weeks. That's crazy. Doesn't feel like it. Goes by fast. Welcome to the podcast.
Just like
You're scaring me, dude. What are you doing? It's freaking
setting the
out.
mood. Setting the mood.
So for this podcast, since it's getting towards Halloween and spooky season and just fall time, we're going to carve pumpkins and just chat.
Yeah. That sounds
We
fun.
haven't just chatted.
Right.
Austin, when's the last time we talked?
I don't talk, dude. Once the cameras are off, I sprint home.
Imagine, like, every time you come over, we're just like,
It's silent until the camera's
the camera
on.
turns on. What's up, everybody? Welcome to the DickeyDines.
Crazy.
In real life, we're just like,
And it ends. That would be a good bit to do before and after an episode. Like, act like we didn't know it was filming.
Yeah.
And be like, we're filming. Be like, all right. What's up, everybody?
what's up? I love Austin Dickey. Let's keep going. There are some creepy pastas with I've read about us where like I keep you locked in like a basement, or I've heard like random shit.
I mean, that's fanfic.
Yeah, well, yeah.
That's horny content. Right there.
Fanfic, but like in a way that I'm like oppressing you,
Which is hot.
which is pretty hot. Some people might be into that kind of thing.
Are you lost, baby girl?
Let me find you. All right, Austin, are you ready?
Yeah, no, what are we doing?
We're making pumpkins.
We're carving pumpkins?
Carving pumpkins. So I had an idea. So either we can just carve it into something, or we could do some like metal band logo.
Mm-hmm.
But I also think that would turn out terribly and be completely awful, because the only one that I can think of that I would try would be Slayer. Mm-hmm. And I feel like I would just make it terrible.
That'd probably work really well with the big knife. It's all jagged
Yeah.
and shit.
Maybe
we could do 51 gore.
Oh God.
Fine-tuned brush in there.
God, Gorgalax or something. Ooh, you should do Sperm Swamp.
Stop.
You should do Sperm Swamp.
Oh, please.
I mean, I'm down. I'm
Okay, bro,
down.
I'll do sperm swab if you do torso fuck.
Torso fuck?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I don't even know what the logo looks like. I guess it's not gonna matter. It's
Yeah,
not like I can get close to it anyways.
I think
I'm not
if you spit on the pumpkin and then trace that, I think that'll be like what it looks like.
Okay.
I guess we could start by opening these bitches.
All right. Yeah. So you do.
You do.
Do you want to do sperm? Like, what one would you want to do? What band would you want?
I don't know.
Do you want to do Sperm Swamp? You should use the other knife, like the actual knife for that.
What?
Just because it would probably work a lot better.
That's scary though. That's way more scary than what I was doing with the knife.
I don't know. You could do whatever you want. I just feel like this might be a little bit easier. If you're carving pumpkins, join us. Put the podcast on in the background.
And draw your favorite porno grind.
And draw your favorite porno grind logo. When's the last time we carved pumpkins? It's been a minute.
Oh man, probably 2020,
2020, yeah. Makes
2019
sense.
maybe. Right as lockdown.
I'm just like the most artistic person.
I know we just did a bunch of drawing earlier.
Yeah, right.
Now we
Which
gotta
is
do pumpkin
fucking
stuff.
terrible. I like the Dick Ninja was pretty good. That one was really funny.
The greatest supervillain of all time.
I feel like I should make this a little bit bigger. Are there like secrets to carving pumpkins, or you just fucking go for it? Like, is that the point of it? You just like.
I mean, yeah, I think it depends on what you want. The biggest thing is usually you're supposed to go at an angle when you cut these out so that the lid slides back on and doesn't fall straight down. And then...
He tells me now.
And then, yeah, I should have made the hole bigger, but...
I think I need to as well. Maybe make the hole slightly bigger.
Oh, make the hole
That's
bigger.
what she said. I should get a bowl or
She
something.
said that? I need to make the hole bigger.
gonna get
Give
a
me
bowl.
a second.
Well, good luck to you. I guess it's a compliment, I suppose, if that's the case. So Austin, what are we doing for Halloween?
On this, brother.
Right here, just
Fucking slunting this pumpkin. Dress up. I decorated my house. It's all prettied up now, looking pretty
Nice.
Halloweened up.
Nice.
I love Halloween.
I do too.
It's my
Are
favorite
you
holiday.
Are you doing any kind of like spooky Twitch streams where you watch like
Scary stuff.
or have
That's
you
a good
thought
idea.
about that at all? Or
That's a good idea. I'm always bad at doing horror-related content. I feel like that's something I would love doing, but I haven't done that much.
right, so because that's like what you love.
It makes sense that I should do that.
It's like you have so
maybe I
much
will.
respect for the horror genre. You're like, oh, I don't know if I could do anything.
I'm just too busy consuming it. I forget to
Cool
make content
enough.
about it.
Yeah, that's fair. Dude, I forgot. I always forget because I never buy pumpkins, obviously. But then, like, when you carve pumpkins, that pumpkin smell. It's like a mixture of like really, really gross, but then like there's something kind of like good about it. You know what I mean?
Perfect description for a pumpkin.
Like
Kind of gross, but kind of appealing.
yeah, like the smell. I don't know. There's like
Makes me want to go to Starbucks.
there's something really off-putting about it, but then you think about it for a second, you're like, I don't know, that's not terrible.
It's just a pumpkin. Are we just tossing these guts in a bowl? Or
Yeah, here. Toss the guts in a bowl. That guts in a bowl. That's
Guts
a good.
in a bowl.
That's a good band name right there.
It's a Halloween attraction.
Guts in a bowl. I like that.
Man. Dude, I like roasting pumpkin seeds, but they're such a hassle.
So do you just roast them or do you season them?
Yeah,
like
yeah.
what's the? I've never done it.
Dude, lemon pepper is my favorite.
Lemon pepper pumpkin seeds.
That's the best like at home one I've made. Yeah, it's
Do you
kind of-
literally just use like a lemon and pepper?
No, just the seasoning, like the dry seasoning.
Oh, gotcha.
Yeah, it's just like black pepper and a ground up lemon zest.
Aren't pumpkin seeds supposed to be like really good for you or something?
Probably, yeah. I think most
Like
seeds
vitamin.
and nuts are.
You're like vitamin something or other, like
Vitamin P.
K, vitamin S,
Vitamin boo.
vitamin boo. Yeah. Dude.
So if you listen to anything cool lately?
Have I listened to anything cool lately? I don't know. Not really. So, dude, okay. I have a story. I told Kevin about this, but so you know how me and Matt are doing the second Dines Heafy EP?
Yeah.
So
The DP.
I had written him like 5 songs like 10 months ago, and I sent them to him, and then I recently listened back to them, and I was like, these songs are ass. I was like, I don't like
Every
these
artist.
at all. And so I told him, I was like, I didn't specify clearly, but I was like, hey, I'm not super stoked on the songs I sent you. I'm gonna write some new ones. And so I did that, and I wrote 5 new songs, and I sent them to him like probably 3 or 4 weeks ago now. And so he was like asking me like all this questions about like, oh, what are the tempos? And so I went into the songs and I sent him the tempos, and he was like, these tempos aren't lining up. And I was like, oh, I'll double check it or whatever. And so I double checked it, and the tempos were correct, but he was like, no, they're not. And I was like, bro, I'm telling you they're right. Like, I don't know what's happening. So then he sends me 2 like demo tracks, and I instantly realized the problem is that he is tracking vocals to the old songs that I didn't like.
Oh my god.
And I was thinking that he was, because I thought I told him like, let's just like basically start fresh.
Right.
And so I was like, no, song 1, 2, 3, 4 is for sure these tempos. And he's like, no, they're not. And so I was like, what the fuck is happening? And so then he sends me the rough tracks, and then I play the song, and instantly I'm like, oh,
You're
fuck.
like, god damn it.
So like he's been tracking to these old songs that I wrote.
Oh no.
And I wasn't like super stoked on. But what I think I'm gonna do is just change the instrumental to still fit what he did, but do it in a way that I think is better than what it currently is.
It sounds challenging.
Yeah, I mean it's kind of fun though, because like obviously when I write songs or write riffs, I don't have really vocals or lyrics or melodies in mind. But when I can hear what someone hears over it, I can, because we did that with Scion, where it was like we sent Howard a bunch of shit, and then once I heard what he was doing, we made it like so much cooler in the instrumentals to work around what he did. And so that was fine. But so when I was looking through these projects to find what the tempos were and like sort everything out. For some reason, and I still don't know why, for some reason, all of the guitar tracks are gone.
Oh no.
They're just deleted. They're like not like they're there, but they're just like a blue blank brick,
no.
and there's no actual wave sign.
What the fuck?
And I opened up all of them and they're all gone. So I have to redo like 9 songs that I already spent probably 2, 3, 4 weeks
Oh my gosh.
writing and recording these songs, just hours and hours and hours of writing these songs. And now I have to go back and retrack everything.
That's rough, dude.
As far as guitars go, because like the drums and the bass I just kind of like write MIDI or like program, and so those were still there, thankfully. Like I had something left over,
Right.
but all the guitars were gone, and so I'm just like freaking out. And yeah, now I have to spend like another 3 or 4 days just retracking like almost 10 songs.
Oh my god.
Dude,
3 to 4 days to do that is wild also.
such a nightmare, bro. Cause like, and the thing is, the old songs I was going to redo anyways. Well, I actually wasn't planning on using those songs, but then once Matt was like, no, I like these, like maybe just like change a couple things, I was like, okay, well, I'll just redo those anyways. But the new ones, bro, I was so stoked on the tracks. I like, oh my god, they were so clean and so nice and
That's frustrating.
organized, and now I just have to spend so much time just redoing it to make it happen. But yeah, so that was fun. And I still don't know, like I have no idea why the files are gone. I didn't delete anything. I haven't deleted anything from that computer probably in like 2 or 3 months. And I didn't fucking like move anything. I have no idea. I just opened up the files and they're like, oh, sorry, your tracks are gone.
Damn. That's rough, dude.
So annoying. So annoying. Has that ever happened to you where you like track some vocals and then you go to like finish the song and your vocals are just gone, or like?
Yeah, I've had it. Well, I've too. Sometimes I fuck up and I use like the same project folder for like multiple songs.
Oh.
And I'll just have them like really far apart from each
Gotcha.
other. And then sometimes I'll click something to drag it, move it, not realizing that I've now moved 5 projects worth of timelines.
Yeah.
And then I don't find out until way later, and I'm like, why do these sound so weird? And I'll like cut off and like moved around, or like they're down, so just cutting off other lines. I'm like, what the fuck did I do?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the worst.
I had that issue with the editing the Musician Mansion.
Oh no.
I was editing for probably like 12 hours one day, and I was like super zoomed in on this one spot that was probably like a minute long, but it was like such an intensive edit. And somewhere within that, I hit like a hotkey that essentially like pasted this huge file over like the end next section.
Oh my god.
And so I'm sitting there and I'm editing for like an hour and like cutting and moving and doing all this stuff. And then I zoom out and the rest of the project is just this long file.
Oh no.
And so I was like, no fucking way,
You're
dude.
like, at what point did that happen?
So I had to hit undo like 150 times in order for that thing to disappear and go back to the edit that it was. But then I had to spend
redo all
another
those edits.
hour redoing everything that I just did. And I'm like, that is the worst part of this job, is once you do something, having to redo it because of technology, or like you hit one wrong key and then it does this weird hotkey command that does something, then you don't realize it until later and you're like,
right.
shit.
Yeah. I've added like an hour of extra work to every project because I'm always zooming out and double checking now.
Yeah.
So yeah, I did that where I zoomed all the way in, and at some point I had deleted
Yeah.
like everything I had just done, so I'd only done like a new thing.
frustrating.
I was like, dude, I gotta undo all the shit I just did. Yeah, nightmare.
It's the worst.
Nightmare.
All right, so what do we What are we doing? Which
I was
do you want to do a band?
Yeah, I was gonna do a serious one, but honestly, the sperm swamp thing's pretty funny.
You like the sperm swamp idea?
I don't want to
Okay.
be caught on camera saying yeah. Right here, Your Honor. See, he said right here. Do you like the sperm swamp idea? And he said yes.
He said yes. What? Let's see. Metal band logo.
You're just gonna Google metal band logo.
Metal band logo.
Metallica.
I'm trying to think of bands.
Just in general.
Just in general.
What is a band?
I don't know. Which one did you say for me? Was
Torso
it Torso Fuck?
Yeah.
God, I can't put that outside of my house.
Well, it's so unintelligible that they wouldn't even read it.
True.
About cock and ball torture.
Cock and ball torture. I could do Slayer, but I also kind of want to do one that's kind of funny. What's another good one? Another good one.
You could do.
Let us know in the
about
comments
Caninus?
right now. Caninus?
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if I know that
See what
band.
that logo looks like.
Caninus.
Yeah.
That just sounds weird. That sounds like a disease.
Band with dogs, singers.
Oh, you know that band? Yeah. It is that band.
All right. Are you locking in Sperm Swamp?
Sure.
Okay.
I'll do sperm swamp.
I think I'm gonna do Slayer just because I feel like that one will be actually doable for me because I'm not good at this at all.
And then together we're every religious person's hero, Sperm Slayer.
Sperm Slayer. That's me. I never noticed the S of Slayer is just like a lightning bolt.
Lightning bolt.
It's kind of cool. All right. Let's get into this. Austin.
Right into the news.
Let's get right into the news. Let's see how this goes.
Man.
This is going to be awful, by the way. I can already tell.
It's perfect.
Perfect. My biggest problem with art is that I don't know how to make it like size oriented. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? With anything.
Yeah, unless it's like there's like a tracing on there.
Right. So I'll make like one thing too big and the next thing's way too small.
One thing too big.
Next thing too small.
Sperm swamp. I love you.
So Austin, do you have any spooky stories? Spooky ghost stories?
Not really. I don't know. Not really. I feel like I always, it's one of those things I try to welcome it as much as possible. And if ghosts are real, they are just like don't let them. Don't
Like
let them know.
you're too much of a gangster that ghosts don't want to fuck with you.
Or like they're like I'm too eager. I'm a poser. I'm like the kid at the
Gotcha.
skate park with a brand new board, but I've never ollied. And they're like, not this guy. Don't let him know about the secrets of our world.
I got you.
And then people who are like, ghost, they're like, hey, pussy. They jump up. But for me, they're not going to get the satisfaction they want.
Because you want it.
I want it. I want it to be real. But
You actually want like ghosts and spooks and stuff to be real.
I would love for that to be real. Yeah. That's why I try. That's why I go into haunted places and yell out, "Please possess me!"
Oh my god.
Because dude, yeah. I mean, if I have to lose my soul to prove that ghosts are real, then it's a battle won, in my opinion.
Is that worth it?
Yeah. Totally.
Damn.
Totally.
Okay,
bro.
fair enough.
For the betterment. What's more important than your legacy? I'm the ghost guy. First provable possession.
He lost his soul.
Him boy lost him soul.
To prove ghosts
How am I gonna do this?
exist.
This is insane.
So, but you've never had like a
No,
a
I mean,
spooky
just
encounter?
like just like feelings. But I mean, everything that I've like experienced, I as an adult can like look back on and be like, I was probably just paranoid or scared, or like,
Yeah.
I had heightened senses because I was so freaked out, or like I was really sleepy and just woke up and thought I saw something that wasn't there.
Yeah.
Mind's a powerful thing.
That's what I've always like chalked that up to.
Mm-hmm.
I've never.
Say the like technology stuff. We were kind of talking about that earlier too. Like anytime somebody's like, "Dude, watch! If I ask a question, this light goes out." I'm like, yeah, I mean, you could just time that. There's how many people have I just heard stories from that you tried this with and then nothing happened, but now it's happening. It's like, yeah, because the light is probably bad and just randomly goes out.
Yeah.
But I would love for that to be real.
I've never seen anything like being awake. Mm-hmm. Like you hear people saying like, oh yeah, we were in this hotel and then like a lamp flew across the room and for no reason. Like I've never known anyone who's ever experienced anything like that, where it makes me wonder like, okay, one, how sober were you? That's always what I ask.
I know, I'm always questioning it. I feel bad. Like I want to believe your story, but I'm also like, I didn't see it happen.
Yeah, how sober?
How fucked up were you
when this happened? I don't know. I mean, I don't know. It's one of those things. It's just like it's hard to like back something, I guess, that you have never personally experienced, you know, until you do, right? And then everyone thinks you're crazy. But,
perfect.
Yeah. Like everyone already thinks I'm crazy. This is exactly what I want.
Yeah, I don't know. I wish that stuff was real. It'd make life more exciting. I always grew up like really wanting like Bigfoot and Chupacabra and stuff to be real, and I always watched all the shows or get like the books or used to draw them when I was a kid.
If you found out that ghosts were real, would you how would that affect your life? Would you like actively pursue that kind of stuff?
I'd probably become religious if I knew ghosts were real.
But you sold your soul to find out, so it's too late.
I mean, yeah, if that's the case, well then that's my fucking burden to bear. that's my cross to bear. Worth it.
Damn.
I think if they were real and that did happen, that God would be like, that was pretty fucking cool, man. Nobody's done that. You were the first guy. Welcome to the spirits.
Damn.
You saved humanity. I was gonna kill everyone.
Oh my God.
But now that we know ghosts are real, dude, this is not turning out the way I thought it was going to turn out. It was really bad.
That's why we do what we do on the DickeyDines show. Because it's funny to watch us try, you know?
Funny to watch us struggle.
Funny to watch us struggle. I don't know. I think it would be interesting. For sure.
If ghosts were real. Yeah, that'd be interesting. I think it'd be pretty cool.
I think it might be kind of cool.
Kind of epic, perchance.
Kind of sweet. It'd be weird though, man. Like that's like that, like finding out aliens are real, right? Mm-hmm. You know, if that's like a real thing, you have this like, it like shatters so much of like your reality. So like, be aware of this new thing. Sorry, you look so unpleased.
Yeah, this is rough.
Damn. Are you like actually going for like the way the logo is?
I was trying to, yeah.
Yeah.
But I think cause I was trying to keep in my brain which spots were negative space and which spots weren't. I think I swapped them on the second letter.
Oh,
and I'm
no.
Like, it's just gonna be a hole now.
How is the swamp supposed to look? How is the swamp of sperm supposed to look? Yeah, this is not my best work, but we are here and we're doing it.
Yeah. Yada 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 body yada.
Okay.
I've ruined
my next question. Out of everything that could exist, say like ghosts, vampires, werewolves, aliens, demons, out of like all the different lores, which would be your favorite to actually exist?
That's interesting.
Like which one would you want more than the rest? Like you can only pick one. Like if God came down
specifically type of thing, or
yeah, like if God came down and says, okay, you can pick one type of thing to exist that's paranormal or supernatural. It could be Bigfoot. It could be Loch Ness Monster. It could be aliens, ghosts, ghouls, Dracula, Frankenstein. Which one would Austin Dickey want to have in his timeline?
Dude, honestly, I want to say Bigfoot for the boys, but I think I feel back to Ghost. I think if Ghosts were provably real, like that'd give people like so much closure and like so much fun free stuff to like to go legitimately could like contact the dead. Like that'd be so sick.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, if we had Loch Ness monsters, like that'd be kind of like neat. But I don't, it wouldn't be that cool, you know. Just like, oh, let's kill it. You know,
there's gonna be one person watching this that has spent their whole life looking for the Loch Ness monster. That's like, dude, don't shit on what I like, bro.
I love Nessie.
Nessie's the shit.
You don't know dick about shit, bro.
Now, what if ghosts were real, but
What if?
they all were trying to sell you their OnlyFans?
Yeah.
Then what?
Well, then I'd humbly pull out my wallet and I'd subscribe to some only ghosts, only phantoms.
Some only phantoms. Some caked up ghosts.
In the ghost house.
In the
The
ghost
sexy
house.
ghost buds taunt me every
Oh,
day.
dude, that's a throwback banger right there.
The sexy
Classic
ghost buds.
YouTube. I don't know. I think it'd be kind of cool because it would give this like weird, like idea of death. That's not just like, oh, you die and you're gone. You know, it's like there's a chance that like if you were wronged, you can come back and you can, you know, get revenge or something, or
Get
I don't know.
vengeance. Yeah, no, it'd be cool. I think, yeah, having ghosts would be sick. I feel like the pranks would be lit.
The
The
pranks.
closure would be nice.
I like how that's where your mind goes.
The
The
pranks.
pranks. Okay, what kind of pranks would you do if ghosts were real?
Well, if they
You're
were...
talking if you're specifically a ghost?
No, either. But that's the funny part is that, like, if ghosts were real, you could now feasibly prank ghosts, you know? Like...
How would you go about that?
I'm your late wife Gertrude calling out to Ben. And then you're like, I got you, loser. I don't even know who your wife is. She died hundreds of years ago. He's like, no.
Damn.
It took so much spirit energy to manifest.
So even if ghosts were real, you would just want to prank
I
them.
don't want to fuck with him.
You'd
Yeah.
want to fuck with them?
I'm willing to give up my soul for a bit.
Austin Dickey, 2023.
What can I say?
Willing to give up his soul for a bit. Yo, that's commitment though, honestly. That's-
You could say a lot of things about me, but what you can't say is I'm not committed.
Not
To the
committed.
bit.
Yeah, no, that is true. It's very true. I don't know. It'd be cool. I think it'd be cool. Although, I think a part of me would also, if I could choose, say like Bigfoot or something, and then be like, go spend like your later years just like camping in the woods,
Hanging out with Bigfoot.
and just like trying to like
Your buddies with him.
befriend the foot, you know.
Befriend the foot. He's more than just a foot, Jared.
Yeah, he's
There's a whole creature behind
a
that.
full creature.
He's got a lot more to offer than just foot pics.
But yeah, I don't know. Now, what if ghosts were real, but they were all evil and like wanted to hurt you? Would you still want that?
That'd be a bummer, but yeah, I think no, because that's a lot of ghosts actually. If they're like malevolent beings and they're out to hurt me, then I probably don't want that.
Yeah.
So I'd probably I'd redirect to vampires would be a fun one. That'd be cool. Like if there was just like don't go out after 10 p.m. in the New York subways because
Well, you shouldn't do that
You might get
anyways.
picked up by a vampire.
Yeah, I think they
that's
already
that's
exist.
a good point. Yeah, like crackheads are synonymous with muggers are just vampires, right?
I think,
yeah, I don't know. Immortality sounds like it'd be a fun thing to experience for a little while.
Yeah.
Which is an ironic statement, I know, but
Right.
Just
for a little
Just for a
while,
little bit.
which is like a normal span of someone's life.
which is cool about the vampire thing is that you could like die from a stake to the heart or the sun or all that shit. So I mean, the it's not like true immortality because you could be like, I'm tapped out, I'm killing myself,
Yeah.
vampire style,
Right.
which would be it's kind of lit.
I guess would you want to live? Is there enough to do on Earth that you would literally want to live forever?
Not forever. There would be a point I'd be like,
You know
I
what
think
I mean?
I'm tapped out, but I don't know. I think I could be entertained for a while.
How many years do you think you could go?
Oh, I could go.
If you
I
were
could go for a
immortal.
few centuries probably.
Like 300 years?
No, I'm talking like probably like a few thousand years.
Few thousand?
Yeah, I
Okay.
think I'd have the tolerance to be like, let's see where things go.
Yeah.
It's fun.
Damn.
Yeah, I don't. Yeah, I think And too, I think my curiosity would outlast my like I'm so alone or something.
Yeah.
I think I'd just be like curious. Like I want to see the heat death of the universe at this point.
But then you would also die.
Right. Yeah. But what's the alternative to die before that?
True. I don't know. I think like for me, I don't know, because like I haven't even lived 100 years. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? So it's like 100 healthy years. Like imagine if you're 25 for 100 years, right? Mm-hmm. Like it's obviously you're not going to be getting old and right. sick and can't walk and can't hear. Like cool. you maintain your like youthfulness, right? So being like 25, say, for 100 years or 200 years, I feel like at some point, I don't know. I feel like I would just be like, all right.
Be tired of it.
All right.
Let the Vampire Slayer take you.
But again, it's like it's one of those things. I don't know. There might be enough. There might be enough to like satisfy your, right, vampiric desires. But
I could learn everything.
You could. Well, I would for sure want to see everywhere. Mm-hmm. I would want to like go to every city, every country, every anything.
Yeah.
And then
my immortal quest would be like a Food Network show. I refuse. After I visited every single piece of food in the whole history of mankind, I will kill myself.
That's so funny. Your immortal quest would be to be a Food Network channel. Oh man.
We're traveling to
Zimbabwe. Honestly, bro, as far as like lives are concerned, that's not a bad one.
That's pretty cool.
You know what I mean?
Sounds pretty lit.
But then again, you have people like Bourdain, who, he was living the fucking dream.
Well, yeah, I mean, as far as we know,
Right. Well, like on paper, like what you're saying, like traveling the world, eating food,
but I'm not
experiencing new cultures.
So I think I'd be fine.
But like, I guess that begs the question of like doing that, which would be, what would not make you depressed, I guess, doing it for long enough.
Right, that you get like numb from it or something. Exactly. And then you'd lose your purpose.
Exactly, which is probably what happened. Mm-hmm. I have nothing about that situation.
Get a new purpose. If I ever get tired of food, I would just get into a new thing.
Yeah.
I don't think I'd be like, that's it.
Do you think you would ever come to like a realization of like, oh, life is just literally trying to get as much dopamine in your brain as you can? And like, that's all that matters. It's just getting dopamine in one way or another. And wouldn't that make you then depressed?
Right. Well, if I already like struggle with that, I probably would not be here already. That's like, it just sounds like a depressive thing. But I think, obviously I'm not immortal and I could never know, but I would like to imagine that there's enough things in like, I don't know. I don't mind being like alone even. Like, I think I like learning new stuff. There's like an infinite amount of things I could learn and go get good at or like try out or like I'm going to try to be, hey, for the next 10 years, I'm going to be an astronaut, or something. Like
that's fair.
I just feel like there's like an infinite amount of things I could do. And then one day, I've done it all. I'm numb to it. I'm like, all right, give me some garlic.
Give me some garlic. Grab the crucifix. Give me the stake in the heart.
Yeah. Yeah. I feel like there's so many cool things that I would love to experience. And then I experience them again.
Wait,
multiple times.
Question. So vampires, because I'm genuinely curious. In the lore of vampires, can they get like drunk and do drugs and feel the effects? Because they're dead, right?
I think it depends on which lore
their blood isn't
right, like
pumping. So it's like, how would you
like the Twilight things? Like Edward comes in Bella and she gets pregnant, but also his skin is pale because he doesn't have blood. So it's like,
well, then how did you get hard,
right,
Edward?
Yeah, exactly.
Plot twist.
So there's some semantics that you're like, I don't know. I think it depends on what lore you subscribe to. Like I think the Blade vampires can do everything except go in the sunlight.
Gotcha.
But like they can fuck and bust.
Because I was thinking like like a trope of the vampire thing is like orgies and a bunch of vampire sex. Honestly, after a few years of that, I don't know if that'd be fun anymore. You'd just be like,
I don't. That's why
I feel like
you're going too hard at the, like going right into orgies.
So
and
you'd
like
have to
crazy
pace
sex.
it.
Yeah, because if you go right into that, then you're at the peak already. Like, it's like I don't know. It's like if you fucking took an elevator to the top of the mountain peak instead of hiking it, you'd just be like, this fucking sucks.
Yeah,
I went way too hard, way too quick.
Okay, so you would like plan out
Yeah,
slowly in order to like
Right.
elongate your mental
yeah.
excitement for trying everything. You wouldn't just fucking
I'd save all the gnarly shit for like the last 100 years. Like, we're trying heroin. I'm gonna eat puffer fish. I'm gonna just go crazy.
damn. If there was, so like in that situation where like there's no consequences for your actions, like how far would you go to like try new things? Like would you ever like murder someone or
Oh man, that's a tough one. I don't. Maybe like a bad
just to know
person.
what it feels like?
Maybe like a bad guy. That'd be kind of
Like a
fun. To
bad
be like
guy?
a vigilante vampire. Like that'd be kind of sick. I'm into that.
Batman's true form.
Yeah, that'd be kind of sick if just like for the past 2,000 years, New York has not had one pedophile. The nights are safe. It's just like hell yeah, bro.
The hero that New York needs.
Exactly. They didn't ask for me, but I'm here.
Dude, is there a movie that exists about a heroic vampire?
I mean, Blade, arguably, I guess.
Well, like, yeah, okay.
But he's like an anti-hero though, so it's not like he's not like heroic, but he's clearly like a good moral person. Is the
like a Batman vampire? I guess Blade would be the
yeah,
closest.
he kind of is that. I guess.
Just fighting crime and killing vampires.
Vigilante bit, dude. This is look at this. This is a nightmare. It's nothing. That's not anything.
Meanwhile, I'm finished.
Yeah, I don't know.
Over
This
here.
is, I've ruined.
You
my
can't
life.
really tell what it says unless you like really like turn it and look close at it. But
Oh, you know, on second thought, ghosts are real. I was possessed, and this is not my fault. I succeed. I don't know what to tell you. Look at this nightmare.
wait, is that
Nope.
what is it supposed to look like?
It's supposed to look like this. But I'm bad at stuff, so it doesn't look.
Oh, I thought you were doing sperm swamp.
I tried that, but it failed miserably.
Oh,
So I switched it
I see.
because that was going to be nothing.
Okay, so what is this then? What is this? What is
It's the Hope Division Stick to Your Guns album.
Oh,
Their logo they had for a while.
Okay, because it kind of looks like a cute little like two.
It
Little,
kind of looks like
it's
a face almost.
like a cute little face.
Yeah, it kind of does look like a lopsided ghoul.
Damn. Well, I guess I can show mine. Slayer.
Nice. Yours looks pretty
I don't
solid.
know if you can really tell. It's
Looks
pretty.
like it says slaver a little
Flavor. Oh no.
bit. It kind of
Oh
You can make
no.
that Y a little deeper.
Okay.
It looks like it says slaver.
Oh no. Okay, let's not do that. I can't make it longer though because I'm at the base already.
What if you did like kind of like a separate like
Okay, I'll try.
like if you do like a upside down triangle to make it look like the bottom, like meeting it.
Okay.
I don't fucking know. Because it'll look like a base going
It does
up
look
like a
like,
Y.
yeah. Oh boy. Yeah, we don't want to have that for Halloween.
Hey, I noticed your
I want to talk to you.
slaver. What is that about?
Who are you, by the way? What are you into? I mean, I guess that's a little better, but it's still kind
No,
of.
that's much better.
Is that much better?
Yeah,
Okay.
The curve makes it a little,
Here you go.
little more Y-like. Ver.
Not ver. Your. Slayer. There it is.
Slaver is so fucking funny.
I
What an
like.
accident.
I like.
Don't. We don't need to look at it.
Show the camera. Show
them what you've done.
Show everyone at home what you've done.
I'm sorry. Please forgive me.
My R looks pretty jank though. It looks pretty bad.
It looks a little hard.
I think.
What? It looked like it was hard to do.
Yeah, it was very hard.
It's like a hard R. Like it was hard to
It was
do.
very, yeah, for sure. The A is too small. And not quite.
That sentence on its own is very funny.
The A is way too small. People are gonna walk up and be like, "What the fuck does that even say?"
You have to get the the panoramic visual.
I
to see it all.
definitely made it too big because you can't tell. Like if it's just sitting there, it just looks like someone went.
Which is kind of what we did.
It's true.
I mean, yours is, people are gonna be able to at least put together what yours is.
I have to tell them. I'll have to tell them what it is.
I have to tell them what mine is.
That's just a silly boy. That's just a goofy, silly pumpkin boy.
The Hope Division needed a revision.
Yeah.
That was I failed Sperm Swamp and Stick to Your Guns in one fell swoop.
Yeah, what happened with the back here? You just decided it was too...
Yeah, because I was doing the S cutout.
You want to show the camera?
I was doing the S cutout here, and then I went to go do the E, and I was doing the outline of the E, and so I realized that I had made the S the negative space, and then I tried to make the pumpkin the negative space on the E, which that won't work.
Yeah.
So I was like, if I connect these, I'll lose two conjoined pieces and it'll just look like a mess.
Oh my god.
Which, I mean, maybe would have helped sell the Porno Grind logo, but it was stressing me out.
All right, well, here are our pumpkins that are,
Now it's cool.
they leave a lot to be desired. But I fit this.
That's right, it goes in the square hole.
I can't figure out which way.
You got this. Right.
Bro, it's literally... okay, there.
Perfectly fit.
It fits. Boom.
Kevin and I were just talking about how autistically satisfying that is when something like perfectly
Yeah, it just fits right in there.
seamlessly go into each other.
Damn.
Beautiful.
There it is. Slayer and the Slain. Slayer and the Slain. I should have done it smaller. Oh, God. My top just fell in.
That's why you need the angle. That's right, it goes in the square hole.
God damn it. Now I have to do it the opposite way. Pull it out the right.
Oh, yeah, that's
even
gonna be
harder.
way harder. Advanced version.
Trying to grip this little nub. I can't get it. This is why I don't do things.
This or getting a pick out of an acoustic guitar.
I would much rather get a pickup with an acoustic guitar than do this.
At least you could shake
At least
the
I
guitar.
have training in that. This is just a fucking... I can't get it,
It's
dude.
a Halloween puzzle I'll trap.
Oh my god. Okay, there we go.
Just to break the game.
Okay,
Careful. It's going to fall through again.
stay.
Some toothpicks in there.
Well, there you go. There's our pumpkins, our carved pumpkins for this year. They're awful.
Yeah, dude, I was like the worst pumpkin I've ever made in my whole life. It was fun though. It was
Yeah.
a good time until my brain put together what my hands were doing, and I was like, "What the fuck?" I was zoning out on this nightmare. What is this? Oh man.
Well, there you go. Should we get into the after show?
After.
Let's get into the after show.
Hit the likes. Flick my bean. Let's get to the stream.
It's time for the after show.
All right. Welcome to the after show, everybody. This is the part of the podcast where we interact with our patrons on our Patreon. We answer their questions and read their comments. If you would like to be part of the after show and would like your questions or comments read, sign up on Patreon and you could be on the after show.
Could be you.
All right. So the first one comes from Johnny B. Good.
Okay.
And he says, how about bringing back Mystery Pong? That was how I discovered you back in the day. It was really funny.
Yeah.
What one was that? Mystery Pong.
That was when we were outside at the Graham house. We had a ping pong table with 10 cups each, and they were each filled with like a mystery substance, and we had to throw the ball. And if I made a ball, you had to drink that cup.
Okay.
And it was like just a bunch of foul shit. I remember that one will never leave my mind because there was you drew the line at the oil, and then when I got it, I tried to do it, and my body literally like refused. It was like the first time that's ever happened where I tried so hard to swallow it, and every time I got to here, my body was no, I'm not letting you swallow.
Yeah.
Like I literally could not swallow it. It was. I mean, thank God, because that was a lot of oil. In hindsight, not the smartest ingredient.
So it's just beer pong, but with some
gross
kind
stuff,
of gross thing.
Surprise liquids.
Gotcha.
Yeah, I mean, we haven't done a gross thing in a while. I mean,
Yeah.
I'm up for it, but whatever. I don't.
Just not oil.
pressure. Yeah.
Just not cooking oil.
No oil.
Alan Kramer says, "Hey, Jared and Austin, I just wanted to let you know you guys are like my heroes. Your videos have always been there for me thick and thin, and I just want to say thank you for laughs and smiles. I've been watching since I was 16 years old. I'm going to be 21 in a couple weeks. I'm also starting a mathcore band called We Eat Ghosts. I'm the vocals, and we have a drummer, and I have a question. What's the best way to find new members? We have a very clear vision for our band. We just don't know where to go next. Again, thank you for everything. Much love."
Cool. Yeah. I remember you're in the Discord.
Yeah.
And very cool. Love a name, very mathcore for sure. For members, I mean, it's a difficult thing sometimes because, like, if you want local members, that becomes a little harder because it's to find the specific member that plays your specific thing and has the same interests. Like, that can be harder if it's not just like a group of buddies.
You gotta go to shows.
Yeah, going to shows is a fucking fantastic way. That's like every band I've ever been in basically was just like, oh, I heard people talking about wanting to make a band and I offer
and
this
like
instrument.
Specifically local shows, because I've always felt that local shows were much more of like a hang.
Yeah.
Much more of like a what's up, dude?
Showing support for each other.
You're showing support for each other, and you can kind of like mingle with different bands.
You get to know the guys that are also looking for bands.
Exactly, yeah, because there's probably a lot of people just like you that do that and also go to shows. That would be the easiest way to do it, I think, to find someone local. Because you could like post online,
right?
You could like go on Facebook or go on whatever and say, hey, we're looking for a band, or looking for members. But it's a little bit more tricky to find someone that's located in your town. Now, if you go to like house shows or basement shows or local bar venues or whatever, and you actually like kind of talk to the other people, talk to the bands, and obviously don't like punish them, don't be like overbearing about like, oh, I need members for like talk to me, not like that, but just like be cool and like intermingle with these people. Eventually I think you will find and there's a lot of also bands that like they'll have a drummer or a guitar player that's in multiple or is looking to do like a side thing or something else, and so you can even talk to like the bands that play and say, hey, like you're a really good guitar player, would you be at all be interested in doing something as well as this, something alongside of that.
Yeah.
And I think that'd be the best way to do it.
I think that's good advice.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's yeah, totally. I mean, that too, when you do that enough too, then you'll know the people to talk to and you can reach out to those people and stuff. It happens all the time. I've gotten messages from so many local people that are just like, hey, looking for this member, keep an eye out. And then 2 weeks later I'd find some bass player that's looking for a band. I'm like, oh cool, but you guys should link up. And yeah, it happens. Just gotta get your feelers out there a little bit.
Be a little bit social. You gotta be a little bit social and you can do it. Andrew Pack says, hey dudes, sorry for the long message, but here goes. The Safari Tour. My band at the time played with Rest Repose in Pontiac, Michigan a few nights before Rest Repose parted ways with Tanner. It was so much fun. I said hello to you, Austin, and added you on Facebook. Ended up with a silly video of me and a buddy recording you doing a little dance at the Rest Repose merch booth. Jared, I was so excited to meet you, but you were exhausted after your set, and I know things with Tanner were pretty sour at that point, so you seemed ready to be done with people for the night. Sorry. Some nights are like that. I couldn't imagine talking with so many people and having the social fuel tank run dry. So I pussied out and left you alone, and my girlfriend was like, oh my god, give me your Gen hat, I'll go talk to him. And she had you sign my hat for me. Y'all are my favorite people in the music industry, period, and I thank you for your content over the last decade. You both are hard workers, talented, and funny as fuck. My friends and I still quote old videos, and we will never stop. Keep it up. I look forward to following this new journey with the channel, podcast, and Patreon. Stay classy.
Hell yeah, dude, thank you for that. Was a really nice message.
Very, very nice message.
What venues do you remember? Michigan?
I don't remember. Pontiac, Michigan.
I remember like the last date. It was like
I could look it up.
We did Ohio was the first show without him, but I'm like having the order in my brain wrong. Of like, was Michigan? Was that the place we got that sick barbecue, or was that the one where somebody proposed to somebody in the pit, or was that like right after that?
Let me see. I'm looking at the flyer right now. Pontiac. That would have been early because Tanner left. Pontiac, Michigan. The Pike Room.
Oh, is it the 2-story building?
The Pike Room.
Is that the one where there was like a shooting outside?
No, that was in Toledo, Ohio.
It was Ohio.
That was 2 days before. That was at Frankie's in Toledo. That's when the shooting happened outside. Pontiac, Michigan. I don't remember the Pike Room, but either way, very cool that you were there. That's funny. Yeah, some nights, man, yeah, because I love talking to fans and and meeting new people and like-minded musicians. I fucking love that. And there's just like definitely sometimes when it's been, a long 12, 14, 16-hour day, and then, you leave it all on stage and you get off stage and you're just kind of like ready to just be drained, you know what I mean? And then of course, after show everyone wants to talk, which is like typically normally I'm very open to and very okay with. Sometimes I might be a little bit like, I'm just gonna go chill in the van right now, or whatever. But yeah, always down to talk to cool people. But I'm glad you got your hat signed. Hell yeah. But yeah, the Pike Room, I don't remember the Pike Room.
I feel like this is the place with the shooting. Remember that like little weird side stage? The merch was on this wall back here. And this was the place that somebody gave us like clay sculptures. They're like their mom had made or something. Or like little devils.
I thought it was Toledo, but maybe it was that place.
Yeah, just because again the picture, because this is the local band, the guy with the squid hat.
Yeah.
The Eiffel 65.
Yeah.
It was on that stage.
Okay.
Yeah.
So then that was the night of the shooting. Then.
Yeah. Interesting. Yeah, that's wild. Wow. I wonder if that was the guy that I talked, because there was one guy at that show that I talked to like all night, and he was like the coolest, most chill dude. I wonder if that was him.
Well, apparently he got you to dance at the merch booth with a video.
Like, definitely wasn't him.
Do a little dance.
That's funny. No, yeah, I do remember that venue and that night a lot more. Yeah, it's that one.
I thought the shooting was in Toledo, but I guess that is exactly where it happened. Yeah, I remember that room because it was on the second story. Yeah, you had to. Okay.
That's wild. Yeah.
There you go.
Unlocked a deep cut memory.
Yeah, for real.
Yeah, thank you for the kind words again and the support.
Next comes from Jacob Batelli says, hey guys, first off, I've grown up watching you guys and the content and everything has always been stellar and always makes my day better. Anyway, I had a question if you could give me some advice. I always am impressed with how Jared puts out so much music and it always sounds organic and original. I'm having a hard time finalizing my songs. I have all the pieces, but I can't decide on final drafts to record. So I have like 7 songs, but I keep on changing them. Any advice on how to finalize them and complete projects? I also have like probably 50 songs that are unfinished on my computer. I think for me, I've gotten to a point where if I'm doing a song and it doesn't feel right, I'm trying to save it, it's just not kind of coming together, it's not flowing right, I'll just start a new song. Right. And I'll leave it there. Maybe I'll come back to it, reassess it later, but I'll just start something new, and then I'll sometimes will like demo out 5 or 6 songs, pick the best one out of those 5 or 6, and just put the rest in a folder and never touch them. Yeah. Because it's like, you kind of have, like, you can obviously like fix songs and like change stuff, but if it just doesn't come to you like really well, or if it's just not making sense, sometimes it's easier to just start fresh with like maybe a different tempo and try like a different riff, and then you might find that just flows so much better, and you just can finalize it. Oh, this is perfect the way that it is in its simplicity or whatever.
Yeah, that's a pretty popular style in like bigger band stuff too. Usually they have like 20 plus songs to pick from, and then they will whittle it down to an album.
Like 7 or 8.
There's I think that's like pretty common. It's also a good problem to have of like you have too many demos and stuff. It's good that you're like you want to write and you're doing stuff. And then I mean I guess on like a lower scale sometimes too, the best advice is just like sometimes just put it out so you have a frame of reference and like a scale. Because I know so many dudes that have gone that like, oh, it's almost good enough, it's almost got to mix it a little bit more, and then they get somebody pregnant and then now they are like never gonna release that ever to the world. And it's like they spent hours and hours making the perfect song, and then it never saw the light of day. So sometimes on that earlier level of like, if you're not super seasoned to where you're like you have 50 songs so that you can like, okay, I'm kind of workshopping. Just complete it and then like step away from it and then listen to it in like a couple days or like show people that that aren't like your friends that aren't going to tell you the truth or something. Like show other musicians maybe locally too. Like, but just getting that initial thing like out there, because you can be stuck in that limbo and lose your musician spirit being not putting anything out.
One thing that works for me is if I write 5 or 6 songs, and then if like one of my friends or a musician says, "Oh, what are you working on lately?" Whatever the one song is that I pick to send them is the one I keep, and I put the rest away.
Oh, interesting.
Because it's like, if I'm not excited to show my friend these songs, but I am excited to show them this one, this is the good one.
Yeah, I mean,
this is the good one, and then this is the standard. So then from this point on, we keep this standard.
Yeah, they all have to be about.
And they all have to be about this level of good, and the rest of them just aren't up to par.
Yeah.
Because like I said, I probably have 50 songs on my computer that are just like fully finished, but they just kind of suck, and it's like, well,
and so sometimes you go back to those and you're like, hold on, that's a cool riff, or something, and you borrow that and
reuse a riff. Sure.
It's nice to have that like
pick and
pantheon to pick from,
right? Like a library of riffs, essentially. Sambo 512 says, if you were to have one tuning on the guitar for the rest of your life, what would it be? For me, probably like I don't know, drop C has always been really fun. Drop B is kind of cool. For like, I like drop C or drop A. Actually, the one guitar I've been writing on the most lately is my 7-string Abasi, because it's in standard, but I tune the low B down to A. So I get drop A and I get that low girth, but I also get standard tuning from like shreddy solo stuff.
Yeah.
So it's like the best of both worlds. Because I really like the riffs being lower. Like drop A sounds so sick, but then when you want to do solos and stuff like that, just having it, the knowledge of like, oh, I know how to solo in standard. That's super easy. You know what I mean? Having that is like a really good combination of the two. Okay. So for like 7-string drop A would be like what I would say for sure. Next comes from Snackers. He says, after seeing you guys discuss CJ shenanigans, I thought it would be funny if you guys did a tier list on metal controversies ranked from least deserved to most deserved, spanning back from Ozzy's bat head snack on stage all the way to the present with various cancellations and sussy activities. Been a fan for years. Can't wait to see the future of the show.
Yeah, thank you.
That'd be funny.
Yeah,
that'd be a funny one.
Yeah, it's also, I don't know, the controversies too, because it, like, what's a controversy and what's a crime?
Yeah, right, like
obviously. There's a line there of, but I think it could be funny.
Yeah.
I kind of like that idea. Going back to the Aussie thing too, that's a funny one.
Right.
Bringing it way back.
Just like throughout history of like metal.
Who deserved
this
to get criticized?
Yeah. Troy RJ says, "Hey guys, so I noticed you are filming a Spooky Stories episode.
What?
And I had a little one. I was driving late at night with a few mates down this particular road called Lemon Tree Passage. This road has a little local legend about a motorcycle rider who passed away and haunts people who like to speed down there. We decided to try it out because why not? I put my foot down a little and we drove maybe a kilometer down the road before seeing a single headlight in the rearview mirror. Thought it might have been a coincidence, so we kept going down the road, but a bit faster this time. And I shit you not, this single light starts catching up to us and followed us for a good 10 minutes. We ended up freaking the fuck out and pulled over to wait to see if a car passes us, trying to rule out it being just a car with a headlight out or something. Dead set sat there for about 45 minutes and nothing, no car, nothing. What makes it more creepy is there isn't a single streetlight on that road or any shops that could have caused us to see it. Not the most spooky thing, but still creepy in the moment. Also, another really short one. My old man told us a story about when our nanny passed away in her home. A black cross appeared in her bedroom randomly. He tried washing the wall with everything, even scraped all the paint off back to the drywall, and it was still there. Never found out what it was and could not get rid of it.
Oh, weird.
That's pretty weird. That's pretty weird. The cross one's pretty weird.
I like creepy car stories too.
Yeah.
I think those are fun.
Being like tailgated for
it's a unique place to be in, to have something spooky happen.
Yeah.
You're like driving, you know, there's like, we're being followed by a ghost.
Yeah.
Like
the ghost
like
of the
that.
motorcycle guy.
Yeah, the cross burning one, it just makes me concerned that like maybe your house almost burned down. It's like an electrical crossing in the back of your wall burned through the wall.
Yeah, maybe. That shit happens too.
Oh, it's grandma's spirit. And you're like, no, that's FDA not certified.
Yeah. Elijah Dudas says,
Dudas.
I just listened to the newest podcast episode and thanks for the shout out. Hope your day is going well. Since you both are always looking for new bands, I might have a couple that might tickle your fancy. If you like pop punk emo bands, there's a band by the name of Arm's Length.
Okay.
Have you heard of them? Mm-mm. They are on more of the sad boy side, and their lyrics are well written, at least in my opinion. As for a heavier band you both might like, I would say 200 Stab Wounds.
I know them.
You know them?
Yeah.
Okay. They are
So does this pumpkin.
hardcore influenced death metal, and they're sick. If you have heard about either of these bands, my bad, but you would like to know if you enjoyed their music or not. I've only discovered them recently and absolutely fell in love with them. Have a great rest of your day, and God bless you both. So I have not heard of either of them. You have heard of 200 Stab Wounds.
Yeah, that one. Yeah, it's a hard to forget name.
Yeah. Do you like them?
Yeah, they're pretty cool. They're pretty heavy. I think I have one of their songs in the Dank Stash, actually.
Oh, okay.
But, yeah, I don't know.
Have they been around for a while?
I don't know, actually. I think I've heard that name for probably, like, 3+ years at least, so I don't know how
bit.
long, but yeah, a little bit.
Hell yeah.
What was the other one, the pop punk one?
In Arm's Length.
Oh, At Arm's Length.
A band by the name of, it's just Arm's Length.
Okay.
Yeah. Sad boy.
Check that out.
Kind of sad boy pop punk emo, you said? Nice. We'll have to check them out. Shout out Arm's Length and 200 Stab Wounds. That's a lot of stab wounds. It's like Austin's pumpkin. Mm-hmm. It's like my pumpkin.
200 Stab Wounds at Arm's Length.
My Slayer pumpkin. All right. Well, there you have it.
Thank
Podcast after show. Thank you so much, guys, for all the
questions for us.
comments and the questions. And we love interacting with you guys over on Patreon. And so if you want to interact with us, then that's a place to do it. Link in the description below. You can join us. And if we get to 500 members on Patreon, we're going to do a 5-song EP. So
a live stream sacrifice.
we're going to do a 5-song EP. And yeah, it'll be a lot of fun. So thanks so much for watching. We appreciate you. We'll see you in the next episode.
Or at night, tonight, in your closet with a big knife and a great smile. See you there.